Hey guys, and welcome to game number 53 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabble BestBot in a 100-game match. We're coming off of a 3-game win streak, and we are now sitting at 23 wins, 29 losses through the first 52, so things are going pretty well, but things are not starting out too well this game, it looks like, as we have drawn the Q to start off the game, which is usually not a good thing, especially when you don't have a U. So hopefully the bot won't cause too much damage on its opening play, or at least hopefully it'll give me a U and I can maybe play Roke or something like that and get rid of this Q. Maybe even an I for QI wouldn't be terrible, so we'll see. But depending on what the bot does, if it doesn't give me much to work with, a trade could easily be in the cards for me on the first turn. Just get rid of like Q. I could even keep over on my rack, actually. Trade QER. That wouldn't be terrible. Or I could just keep ER. That's probably a little bit better. I mean, keeping over is tempting just because it is a common prefix, and it's not a bad leave, but all else being equal, probably better to still get rid of the V, just because it's very finicky. It often does bingo, but if I say draw like an F or some other high-scoring consonant, it's going to be very difficult to work with that in conjunction with the V. So probably going to end up trading here unless the bot gives me something to work with. And the bot has taken some time here. It's already used 90 seconds or so of its time on the opening play. So we'll see what it ends up going with. And alright, it plays white for 20. I think, well, I can't get rid of the Q. I probably should play Rewove. That's still 24 points. And yeah, it keeps the Q, but I mean, 24 is a pretty decent score. And the nice thing is, too, I play off a lot of tiles. I play off 5 tiles, and that gives me 5 chances to draw a U, maybe even an I for QI. Just something that'll help me bail out of the Q next turn. And if I traded, I'd be keeping ER most likely. It's just not worth 24 points. If this scored 10, yeah, I would trade, but for 24, it's certainly worth it to at least give myself a shot to get something with the Q next turn. So let's see if I do. Alright, well, I draw an I, so 2 I's actually. The problem is right now, I don't think QI plays. Also, rewoven is a word. I need to watch out for that as well. I have almost Kindar there, but not quite. So hopefully whatever the bot does, I'll be able to play QI, which would keep a fantastic leave of Diner. If not, I could also just trade QI as well. I mean, I can play stuff with Rewoven, but I can't play much. I could try to, like, set up the Q, maybe, if I did that. But it's not even that easy to do. I mean, Diner, it sets up QI for 14. It's hard to really call that a setup, and it just feels so wrong to blow up such a good rack. Like, on the turn before, my rack wasn't going to be so good. Like, I would probably trade 5, keeping just 2 tiles. Here I'd be trading 2, keeping 5 tiles. And DINER, especially with so much to work with here, with the rewove hooks, with white taking a D as well, a floating T, a floating E, 2 floating E's even. There's just so many places to bingo that I think trying to keep this rack together is going to be what I want to do. But we'll see. The bot has taken a while again here. We're seeing the bot use nearly 3 minutes on its first couple of plays. So interesting time management from the bot early in this game. I'm hoping that means it doesn't have anything great, but we will find out soon enough. Okay, Zoe A comes down for the bot for 33. And unfortunately, it doesn't really help me. I still can't play QI. And I don't think I have anything through this Z that reaches a double. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to trade too, because obviously I don't love trading when I can score some points. But I don't really want to do something like this. I mean, it is 27. But I'm just so likely to bingo, I feel like, if I trade 2 on my next turn, that it's better to do that. Like, QR, I could get bailed out, but I just don't want to get into a pattern where I have this Q for like 4 or 5 turns to start off the game. I don't want to spend a third of the game just dealing with the Q. So, as much as I hate trading when I can still score pretty well, there's no good way, like I said, to set up the Q. I mean, Diner does set up QI, but it sets up QI for 14. That's just really not very exciting at all. And, I mean, that's 25. QI is 14. That's 39. If I trade, hopefully I'll be able to bingo for like 70 next turn. And unfortunately, I'm not sure I got one here. Yeah, this is Ordinee in Collins, Ordinee, but there's nothing in TWL. Anything through this V? I don't think so. Or the C. No, dang it. That is unfortunate. I guess I'll just end up playing something like 1 over here next turn, and hopefully bingoing the turn after. But I'm still glad I got rid of the Q, because I mean, if I played Indie or Diner, I would have had like probably Q, E, O, R, and some other stuff. If the bot makes a longer play here, though, it very well might give me a place to bingo on my next turn. There are a lot of 8s with this rack, quite a lot. There's, let's see, what even is there? There's Domineer with an M. Maybe there's not all that many 8s, actually. Indoor C with an S. Ironweed with a W, that's a fun one. Probably 1 or 2 others, right? Maybe not even, though. There's not all that many 8s, I guess, that I could get. But hopefully I get one of those tiles to work with. Oh, Oriented with a T, of course. But, yeah, the bot is taking a while again. Wow, the bot is going to end up using probably nearly 5 minutes or so on its first 3 turns, which is rather peculiar. I've definitely seen the bot use a lot of time on the opening play, but it's pretty rare that it uses this much time on multiple turns to start off the game. So it'll be interesting to see when we analyze after what the bot had and try to figure out maybe what it would have been debating between and why it felt the need to take so long. And, alright, Dealt comes down. Oriented does not fit. Dang it. Does anything play as a 9? I doubt it. Yeah, I don't think so. Through this VL or this ET. That is too bad. Yeah, really was hoping to not be without a bingo here, but I think that is exactly the predicament I find myself in, unfortunately. So I kind of have to blow this rack up a little bit. I can play Ode or 1. I just don't really have anything down here. I mean, I have plays. I can play Iron, but it feels silly to blow this whole rack up when I can keep 4 good tiles together with the same score with a rewoven or something. Yeah, I guess just 1 over here is probably reasonable. I mean, DEIR is a fantastic leave. So if I can just get a little bit lucky, I should be able to bingo. Alright, I have a 7 here. I have Araneid. Does it play? Yes, it does. Delt takes an A, so it does play. That might be the only spot it plays at the moment, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere else for me to play Araneid. There's nothing for this Z. Almost Anodizer or Xena, but not quite. Filth. So the bot is scoring pretty well, but thankfully I do get my bingo down, so I'll be retaking the lead at least for a little bit. There's nowhere else to bingo, so that looks pretty good. Yuck. That is clunky, to say the least. I think Jag is pretty forced here. I mean, I hate giving back a massive hook for either an S or a Y. Wow, Palomino comes down for 66, and that blocks Jag. Oh, I have Inject, though, at least. Obviously, still gives back a huge S hook with 4 S's unseen, but I don't think I have a choice. I mean, I guess, I guess I could play Glitz, but that leave of CGJ is so clunky. And there's still the hook with Palominos. Like, there's going to be an S hook whatever I do. The hooks with Inject is not actually really more dangerous. I mean, it would score like a couple more points. So I think I should do this. It scores more. It's much, I mean, I would say it's a much better leave. Obviously, this leave is not good, but it's still better than CGJ. And, yeah, I don't know what else there is to really be done here. Yuck. Now I draw UW. Yeah, some tough draws early in this game. I mean, I'm only down 20 for now, but this is very scary. I've got garbage. There are 4 S's and 2 blanks unseen and 2 mammoth S hooks, and I have, like, nothing here on my next turn that I'm threatening. So, very, very precarious position to be in. Hopefully, if the bot doesn't do anything massive, I'll probably just play Gluten down here to block a little bit and turn over some tiles. Obviously, GW is still a bad leave. Maybe even Glute. The end does help that leave a little bit, I think. So maybe even just Glute or Glug. I mean, 14 points, but at least it keeps the E. I'm probably Glug, actually. Again, if both of the hooks of Palominos and Inject stay open and the bot bingos again, sheesh. Yeah, that doesn't bode well at all. And, yeah, there's still a blank and 4 S's left, and the bot has turned over 7 tiles, so it's very likely to have drawn an S by now, you have to think. So this is not looking good at all. Especially because now, yeah, Glug is blocked. How do I get rid of some of this Drek? It is not easy. Glow? I might want to play Glow, honestly, because, like, it takes a front A. Obviously, I don't have an A, but I feel like I'm going to need these kind of openings if I'm going to come back in this game. I mean, I'm in a horrible position. I'm down 87 points. I've got garbage. The bot just drew 7 tiles. There are 2 massive S-hooks open. I don't have either of them. Like, it's either that or I could trade, but I'm just going to fall out of range. I think I need to, at least keep a thread open in the long run. Like, even if I don't have an A now, well, when you're in these kind of dire situations, sometimes you have to just open things that you can't even hit now and hope to draw them. I could also play Lugger, which honestly might be better just because it turns over a few more tiles. It gives me some more chances at drawing. Like, I'm going to need an S or a blank 100% to come back in this game. Probably multiple of them. So this at least gives me some more chances. And it's not like the leave after Glow is good. I mean, EUNG is pretty clunky. So this is actually probably better. And I mean, it also, if I draw an I have Gs to hit ING bingos with. I just give the bot some more stuff to think about, too. I think this is better. I mean, I'm obviously not thrilled about it. It's not like NW is a great leave by any means, but I think I need to make some more openings here at this point in the game, given just how good the pool is and how bad my rack is at this deficit. No, that's just not going to do it. I mean, it's not a horrible draw, I guess. I mean, I pulled EIRCB. It's not that bad, but I really need some S's and blanks here quickly. Because, I mean, there's only so long before the bot is going to get them, and if the bot gets one more bingo with either Palominos or injects, it's GG pretty much. So yeah, this is not looking good. Probably just going to have to play Clue or Blue through this L. Maybe, I don't think I can afford to play Bow. I mean, the bot's probably going to play through that L anyway, though, so I'm sort of assuming the bot will play there and then trying to think about what I'll do otherwise. Web seems, I mean, just completely self-destructive. Like, the bot's going to score a lot on the column on the left. I'm not even threatening anything there. It just doesn't seem like it's ever going to work. Oh, boy. Quits for 68. Just leaving the L open. I mean, see, now maybe I open another triple-triple. I mean, how do I even do that, though? Like, the problem is with this leave, I'm not even going to hit something. That just doesn't really seem useful. Maybe I do play Web now and then figure, yeah, maybe I do play Web because then at least if the problem is with this rack, like what am I even going to draw through that L? That's the problem. Maybe I do this and then hope the bot blocks through the L anyway and I can draw something big on the left or on the bottom with my eye. I just don't even know. Do I do that? I mean, maybe I still have enough outside chances if I play this. 36. What am I down? 103? Oof. It's going to be tough. I'm going to need 2 bingos, I have to imagine. But it scores a few more points. It doesn't give back those big scoring plays. I don't know. Maybe I do this. Hope to draw a bingo and then bingo again. It's going to be extremely, extremely difficult for me to come back, whatever I do. Like, let's be clear about that. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is probably fine. What did I get here? Anything? Feels like there's something, but maybe not. Anything through the G? Picaroon. Dang it, I blocked Picaroon through the O. Fate Tower. I don't think there's anything through the G. Parsonic with an S, Paranoiac with an A, Caponier, Apocrene, Procane with an E. There's a lot of 8s, but I don't think there's a 7, and I still am without an S. Like I said, I'm not winning this game if I don't get an S or a blank at some point, and probably multiple of them. Thinking Picara for my next turn, score something, and I just got to keep turning over tiles, and I got to get something at some point. I mean, I could also try to save, maybe I should try to save the I for QI. The problem is if I play like up, I just don't really open anything. I don't know here, guys. It's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. There's also Capiz to this Z. Keeps NOR. I mean, the thing is, like, I need to hope the bot has a bad rack, but this pool is just so well balanced. I mean, you've got 3 S's in the blank, you've got a lot of good bingo tiles, you've got E's and R's and stuff like that. And you've also got good scoring tiles, like the X and the Y. It's hard for you to have a rack that's so bad with this pool. So it's hard to imagine winning this game. I mean, like I said, I'm going to definitely need 2 bingos, and then probably some luck after that, like hoping the bot doesn't bingo again or get a massive scoring play. I have to imagine I'm probably looking at 1% to win here, maybe, if that even. But I don't know. Crazy things do happen in this game. Yeah, Dogma's for 43. Good play, just scoring and blocking and, you know, burning through more tiles. I'm running out of time, too. There's only 18 tiles left in the bag. I'm down 146 points. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I play on the bottom, it just feels like then there's nowhere left to even go. You can just block the G's. If I play something, I'm not even sure what I could play there, like Capri. If I play that, right, I mean, it's 38. He just plays through the G, and then where am I going? I guess I could try to draw the X on the left, but like that's just not going to be enough. I don't love playing Picaret because it gets rid of my I for the QI underlap, but I do feel like that's a very good tile to save if I can. Maybe I do play Op and try to get something. This is probably better. I mean, it also takes out the X spot, which might be good for me if the bot got the X. Maybe I try to draw Carlins or something on the bottom or something to this G and then draw another bingo and then make him worry about possible stuff ending in an O. I don't know, guys. I mean, it's just really not looking good, whatever I do. I think this is probably my best shot. I do think this line on the bottom is going to be important to try to hit because it'll score a lot and there aren't all that many I's left. Like, he could quite possibly not have an I. And I just feel like if I block that, it's too easy for him to play through one of these G's and just completely shut down the board and lock me in. So I think I need to do this. Okay. Well, I did draw the S, so that's something. And do I have... Is Archins good? No, right? Isn't it just... It's just Archins and Archines, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it? Archins. I don't think that's good. It would be a lot of points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a word. I might have to try it if he blocks... I mean, I have crashing, right? Or archings through this G. If he blocks that, I might just have to try archings, even though I'm pretty sure it's not good. Because, like, if I don't, then I think I just lose. Certainly against a human, I would try it. Because it's not the easiest challenge. Given, again, that Archins, A-R-S-H-I-N-S, is good, and Archines, A-R-C-H, or Archines, I don't know how to pronounce it, A-R-C-H-I-N-E-S is good. I'm pretty sure Archin is just an arch. I'm like over 90% sure it's not a word, but if he plays through this G, and my next best option is to just play Chin, I might play it, because Chin is basically just throwing in the towel. I mean, yeah, it's 40 points, but there's just nowhere to go. So we'll see what the bot does, but yeah, I mean, I hate trying things against a bot that I'm pretty sure are no good. I mean, I could still play Archings. I guess I should, because I really just don't think that Archins is a word. And honestly, even if it were, he should just be able to block the G. Like, Archings at least does keep a new line open on the top. Right, I made 68. Like, maybe if somehow I draw now the other blank and a massive bingo on the bottom, I have a chance. Like, I think I have a not a good chance, but a non-zero chance here. I'm not going to play a word that I'm pretty sure is not a word. So I'm going to do this. Alright, I mean, I got the blank, that's something. It's probably just too little too late. I mean, I'm still down 94. Yeah, Axe was a lot of points. At least I blocked the X-bomb on the left, which would have been even more. I have Filthy. I guess I could fish for Keynote. That would be a lot. Well, we'll have to see how many the bot leaves in the bag. The problem is, even if I manage to bingo, it often is not going to be enough points. Because I'm down 94 plus whatever it gets. That's the problem. And if I fish for Keynote, I'm just playing off an N and I'm scoring nothing. I mean, I'm scoring 10. I mean, Keynote is a bit. It's like 90-something, but it's not like it's 120. So I might need to play... I mean, I could play K going for OK, but I don't even think those bingos will score enough. I feel like I need to bingo with both the K and the Y. Like Kyanite? No, that doesn't even fit. Yeah, I don't even know what I can go for here, but I need something big. That's what I know. I need something big. I don't know if I can get it, but if I don't get something big, I'm not winning this game. And I mean, this pool is still pretty good. Especially if the bot has an I or the S. It's hard to imagine the bot not having a decent enough play here to put the game out of reach. I mean, just something like, honestly, like anything. I mean, Abri, ABRI, that pretty much locks the game up on the spot. So unless the bot has like, 5 or 6 vowels or like LURRIIB or something. Well, no, then it could still play rudely. Like, there just aren't a lot of racks here that are so bad. Yeah, I mean, even Verl. See, I mean, I can go for Keynote in 2 spots, but with Filthy and... Well, that's actually not even going to play on top now, so I don't know where my second spot for Keynote even would be, to be honest. There's only 1 left in the bag, so I can't play off more than 2 tiles if I'm going to fish. Honestly, like, I just don't know if fishing ever works. I mean, what if does this hit? Can I draw anything on the left with an ending in an O, like Syntone or Neoteny? Those don't work. Tannoys. No, I don't think that's going to ever work, unfortunately. I just don't think there's anything... I mean, I can draw Syntone on the bottom, I guess, but it's not even going to play. I guess Tannoys would play. Yeah, okay, if I can draw Tannoys in 2 spots, maybe that would be worth it. I mean, this is probably still a good play, because it sets up the O, and he can't block that. Like, it's probably even for a spread. I would think my win percentage is 0s here, because I'm down 110. I just can't score that much, even if I bingo out. But here, if I draw the S, I'm threatening Syntone and Tannoys in 2 spots at least. So, that's something. And E gives me Syntone on the bottom, which I'll have to block. Yeah, let's do it. I got the B. So, definitely was not going to bingo. But yeah, at least now, like I said, I'll be able to score pretty well. I can play like Saibo or something for 42. I'm not even sure that was necessarily best for spread, but I think it was reasonable. Yeah, Saibo or maybe Bento. That's probably a little bit better, right? Yeah, that's 45. Keeps YN instead of NNT. Actually, no. Saibo is 1 better, right? Because Saibo keeps NNT. That's -6. So 42 minus 6 is 36. 45 minus 10 is 35. So Saibo is actually 1 better on that, assuming he's going out in 2, which I'm sure he is. We're probably going to see Aure or Uri on the bottom under QI, but I guess we'll see. He might think about this endgame for a little bit. Alright, and the bot has finally moved now with just 5 minutes on its clock. Playing Auri as I anticipated it might. And, alright, yeah, so obviously it's got ES, it's going out. Let me see if I can get this one right. So, I wonder if I should play on the bottom and block Filthy. I guess the question is with what? Like Saiton, perhaps? It's 37, so the net is 29, because I'd lose 8. How much is the bot getting? Oh, I guess it still has S above the HI and Archings. Yeah, that's not really that much less than Filth's, right? Because with Filth's, it's 16. It's 13 there. Yeah, Saiton is more than 3 worse than Saibo, for sure. So probably still Saibo, unless there's a better play with Filthy. Which I don't think there is. Like, Byton or something there. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, yeah, let's just play Saibo. Get this one over with. Oh, wow. Man, the bot always just comes up with the most clever, out-of-this-world outplays. Searchings as a 10-letter word, 2 archings. You know what, just out of spite, because I wouldn't have been sure that was good, I'm going to challenge. Obviously, I know it's good, the bot's not going to phony, but it's a 10-letter outplay. I feel like challenging, so I'm going to challenge. Alright, anyway, this game ends 458 to 347, so, yeah, not the best game here, but let's see if there's anything that maybe I could have done better. So, alright, white for the bot. Yeah, re-wove I think is still worth it. Gives me some chances at hitting a cube play, and then, yeah, here, I mean, I don't know, it is so hard to trade when I can score 27, but this leave is so good. Especially with whited and rewoven, like I said, like I've got to be like 50% to bingo next turn. And I just really didn't want to get saddled with the Q any longer. I don't know, maybe that was such a tough turn because all of my plays that score anything completely blow up the rack and keep the Q. And it's either that or trade 2. And then here again, I guess I could blow the rack up, but for 10 points, I don't know, DEIR feels worth it for 10 points. It's like, this is one thing that's tough about fishing sometimes. And thankfully I did it in my bingo here, is when you miss, you can kind of get into this vicious cycle. It's like once you start fishing, you sort of feel like you're too deep in to stop at that point. So, yeah, but thankfully I got the bingo, so I didn't have to worry about that. Inject, yeah, I mean, the leaf is just so clunky. Inject has to be right. And the bot bingos again. Oof, I don't know. I mean, glute is, I saw that also, but especially after the bot bingoed, I think I need to be more proactive here. I'm down nearly 100 points. I've got a horrible rack. There's so much stuff in the bag that I need that I haven't gotten. I think I have to do this, and the bot just keeps scoring. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I saw this, but it just loses. The bot plays through this G and just wins the game on the spot. I think Op is not bad. Okay, good. Archins is not good. I made the correct decision there. Yeah, no, I think I played pretty much optimally here. I mean, maybe something like this is better for spread, but I don't know. At this point, like I said, I was not winning the game. So yeah, not much to really look at there, guys. The one turn I think was kind of questionable was where I traded 2. Maybe I should have just blown up the rack and scored more points. I don't know. I'm fine with trade 2 there. It didn't really work out immediately, but honestly, I'm happy with how I played that game. I just think I got outdrawn early on, and by the time I actually got some good stuff, it was just too little too late. But, you know, the bot obviously played well, as it seems to often do, and I think I played pretty well. It just wasn't good enough today. But, you know, it happens. We had a pretty good streak. We won 3 in a row, so I can't complain all that much. I gave it a good fight, and, you know, that's part of this game. Sometimes you play as well as you can, and the tiles and your opponent just don't give you a chance, and it is very much part of the deal. And sometimes it works in your favor, and sometimes it works against you. And you know, today it worked against us, and we'll move on and hopefully come back better in game 54. So I appreciate all the support as always, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all soon for game number 54. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.